How's it going, gang? Let's go. Hey, it's week 2 of chart analysis, so we're gonna be doing this every week because it's good for me to do, straight up. So I think it'll benefit you if you're actually watching this to kind of take pride in your trades and the process you use. So like right now, I'll show you my stock thesis. So this is where I keep all of my trades, all my journals. It's like, for example, this damn, I'm tweaking. This past week, I traded 3 days, so I had 3 days of stuff. So like, for example, I took Nvidia, and then I took ONDS this week, and I went 2 for 2 on trades this week. So that's solid. Anyways, let's go. Let's find charts for this week. I have nothing really planned in terms of what I'm looking at. The first one we are looking at is gold, though. So on the monthly, so let's see here. Monthly is super bullish. I mean, gold is absolutely performing like unbelievably. And the weekly, look at this. So we jumped off the weekly 9 EMA here, and then look on the daily here. So if you remember my first video from last week, we bought gold right here at this level. Rejected, massive sell-off on this day. Look at this. Great hammer candle right at this level again. It looks like we're right above it. So I honestly see continuation above this previous day high is a really good entry level. So that's what we're going to move our top to. So 468.62. I like this level on gold. It looks good. So what I do, very simple. So this would be my entry level, especially, I mean, the thing about gold is it's going to gap up. Like, it's probably going to be, like, up here. Like, it'll probably be, like, right here at open. Well, I guess we can see if it's up right now. I guess it doesn't matter because it's, like, 822. Dude. Yeah, it's at 474 right now, so it's like already right here. So yeah, gold might not work, and that's the biggest thing about trading an asset like this is you need to catch it on these kind of days and trade it intraday. It went up $9. But yeah, I mean, it still looks good for bullish continuation, but yeah, I'm just saying it's gonna be gapped up to like right here at open. So it's like, I don't know if you really want to play that or not. But yeah, I just looked at this chart. We'll set an alert though. And just having the alert set is like, well, okay, what I intend to trade. So yeah, it'll probably be above that at open, but once again, we might as well set it. The chart looks really good though, not gonna lie. Yeah, maybe it could work for a day trade, Quite simply, just with strong risk management, you can totally take gold for a day trade even if it gaps up. All right, I'm happy with that. Next, let's use our resources and find some charts here. Let's get after it. So the resources I use, I'm in a Discord. He's x.com, and I also use a YouTuber, Peter DiCarlo. He sends a weekly watch list that follows his system, and he's a very good trader. So I would suggest using as many resources as possible in the market because it's an information game. And then once the information, you kind of get on lock, Then it's an execution game. So first off, I'm going to check my Discord. I'm just going to keep it off the screen just because it's not necessarily my Discord or information. But you're basically getting the information because I'm going to be looking at the charts. So yeah, I'm not really too sure what I want to trade this week. I mean, obviously I'm trading okay, we got a bunch to jump through here. Let's go. I like to trade breakouts, but obviously with QQQ range bound, it's a little difficult. So this kind of follows, this looks really good. This follows the fact that gold is kind of jumping. So Hecla Mining actually is a gold company. If you want to see my everything chart, look at this. Look how many gold stocks we have on here. So I guess I don't have HL on here. I guess I might have it under silver. Yeah, it's under silver. So I guess it's a silver mining company, but I guarantee you silver is looking good too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you serious? Damn. Bro, like I literally, bro, you sleep for 2 days and it's well, given that, I really like this setup then. And you're like, isn't this a bear flag? I'm like, it could be, but let's do, what if we did this, folks? Quick Fibonacci. It's right in that buy zone, brother. From this recent swing low to swing high, right, pulled back right to this zone right here. This is our smart money zone that I will draw out. Yeah, it feels good to actually come off of a green week. It's been a while. Gonna be honest, bag holding in crypto, and it's really kind of sometimes depressing, but I don't know, like it's fine. Like it'll be okay, you know. And the way I kind of deal with that is like, there's people that have lost more money in the market than me all the time. You know, there's people that like have mortgages to pay and, you know, put it on crypto and now they're like down very bad. Like it's not that situation, you know what I mean? It's like that's the perspective on it, and it's like not that big of a deal. And look, we have a price gap up here, so that would be our target on HL. I know it's like a tiny target, but like you need something kind of realistic, because I'm still not trading that many contracts. So it's like I don't have a great scaling scheme, but I think that's just cope, honestly. Like this is still a 5% move. It's not like that, you know, it's not that small, but dude, I guarantee the thing about these mining stocks is that they gap up overnight, bro. Like once again, cope. Stop coping. Stop coping. Set your alerts. This looks great, honestly, right? We're above all the moving averages on the daily. Look at that absolute bounce off the 50. Monthly is as bullish as it gets. Man. And a massive sell-off when the $15 trillion liquidation Friday. And yeah, looking like we're recovering here. So I like this. Hecla Mining above the previous day high, 2406. Set an alert. And there's something I actually want to address with my alerts as well. I don't necessarily need to wait until it breaks above PDH, previous day high, to enter, because you can sometimes get way better risk reward if you enter early. And if it doesn't break the level you need it to break, then yes, obviously you need to stop out. I mean, it's either you wait for confirmation, which is honestly recommended, but I don't know. I'll just show you an example of what I was thinking, and then show you why I think this. So Hecla crossing previous day high. Looks solid. Create. Boom. Alert. Alert. We got 2. So top setups. HL. And this is the homework you do. You know, this is nightly. So I know I'm not recording a video every night. I kind of do it just to start the week. But yeah, this looks really good. Boom. Yeah, this is a very clean setup. So as you can see, we've obviously traded Cypher before. I think we were actually trying to make this breakout right here. And this does not look good. I don't know why they think this. I guess they had a weekly flag here. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. Still wouldn't trade this for a breakout, though. I think it will break out at some point. I think Cypher, Iron. Look, I could draw a wedge right now on this. I mean, even like a shorter time frame wedge. I don't know. It's fine. I mean, it's at a pretty good price right now. But yeah, if you're not in any data center stocks, I would recommend IREN right now. Because obviously, look at this massive bounce above the 200. I'm in with the average cost below $40, which is solid. Yeah, look, it's just a bullish chart, and you know, AI is literally going nowhere. So, Nebus, Iron, 9% is crazy, but you have a position in both, so pretty happy with that. This stock's just fun to look at. Yeah, I can't afford SanDisk contracts. Just being completely honest. Still looks good. Alcoa's aluminum. Mining. This little baby double top. Baby top. If you could break this level, looks better. This wedge still kind of just continues down. This is a, like, look at this bull flag though. I think this would be good for shares in my longer term portfolio. Oh my gosh. This thing's bullish as hell. Yeah, no, I actually do like this as a long-term ad. Or medium to long-term ad. I would say, like, well, what's the all-time high on this? This thing's been in the 90s. 109. So it looks like 109. What about this month? Yeah, 109, all-time high. This stock is interesting. I mean, look at this. Massive sell-off. Dude, imagine losing 49% in a month. Oh, XRP. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is like just starting. This is not too late to enter Alcoa, in my opinion. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Strong bull flag. Dude, imagine catching this breakout, dude. Oh my gosh. This thing was at $38 in November. Yeah, I like this. Not for options though. I actually had this on my watch list like a week or two ago, and the contracts are just not good. With HL, the contracts are better and they're cheaper because it's a $24 stock. Right, so if I wanted an intra-week call with, a 0.38 delta, it'd be 72. The spread is really good on HL here. I'd even go like a week out maybe, or maybe same week. I would go same week, dude, because this has an 8% ADR. This could kill this in a day. The take profit. In this price gap, I think it looks good. So yeah, if I went, it's just more affordable, Same week. Good spreads, good stock to buy or look at. I'll put something on my watch list here. Not good spread there. Sweet. What other chart was I looking at? I don't even remember. Oh, Alcoa. Yeah, let's set some levels here so we can take long-term shares, and then I'll just set a quick stop loss if it wants to drop. But this looks pretty good. It's holding the moving averages. I would say enter above previous day high and then stop it at day low. High 61.29. Entry. I like this. And yeah, I would add shares, a smaller share position in my Schwab portfolio here. Just because this is a very clean flag. Very clean flag holding the moving averages. And mining is heating up, as we can see with gold, mining, like Hecla. You just saw AG earlier, so these materials sector has been doing really well. So, and with shares, you can lose 2%. And it's okay. You set I'll set a 10% stop loss on my shares position. Perfect. So yeah, I like this. Plus, why I want to do shares on this company is because the option spreads are not good. Plus, this is like a long-term durable company. It's aluminum. It's not some high beta tech where trading options on high beta tech makes a lot of sense. Right, but trading options on a aluminum company doesn't make sense because the spreads are not good. That's just straight up. You gotta be your own best advocate when it comes to trading. So for example, Hecla Mining has good spreads. I'd totally trade options on that. This, no, but I would totally trade shares because this is a great chart setup in a macro bull cycle. That looks good. Awesome. Another chart. another one here. So look, we've also looked at this chart based on our Fibonacci levels, and look how well it respects it. So if I was like had more foresight, I would have seen, oh wow, look at this. You buy this hammer around 1637, bro, or you buy it today when it's in this level, and like let's just try to find the 5-minute timer and just see how it reacts in this level. So like, okay, I mean, you're like, damn, I'm gonna short this, but like, look, okay, it's holding the level right here. Like, it's not, okay, dropped it down again, found it. Okay, look, bullish, bullish. And then from this level, you know, we're already up 5%. Month still bullish. You're like, okay, what's your setup though? I would say it would be a wedge here, descending wedge. And it's just, it's respecting these buy zones, right? It's respecting the buy zones. Really strong candle on Friday. And we're getting green on our buying pressure. But like, even if you bought from this buy zone right here, you still caught a really nice move. The biggest thing about trading is like, you don't need to catch the bottom, you don't need to catch the top. Especially with options, you can catch pretty good percentage. One, if you hold your position. This week in ONDS, I sold too early because, I mean, my cope is that I only have one contract, so you kind of want to lock profits, which is understandable, but it's like you're actually losing money by selling too early. It's not good. Not a good habit. It's what I've been working on, and I've done better, but you know, the best thing for these past couple of weeks in trading is that I'm going in with actual thesis and execution plans. I know when I'm going to exit. I know why I'm entering. I've done the research ahead of time, so then I come up to my computer 8:30 tomorrow. Okay, I'm not guessing. I'm not jumping through charts. No, I have my plan. If they don't come through or follow through at open, I have like 1 hour in the morning. Okay, I'll just leave the charts, move on. Boom. Day's already started. That's good. Feel disciplined. What if I take a position and it fakes out and I have to stop out? Okay, that's part of the plan. The only way I can lose a trade is if I don't plan the trade ahead of time and don't respect my risk. And that's it. Outside of that, it's up to you, man. Like, it's probability, right? You try to stack confluence, right? This looks pretty good. We're above the moving averages. And obviously, not all these setups work. The majority of them do not work. And you're like, so why are you doing it? Because the ones that do work pay you. This looks fine, and it's like a good enough setup to put on the chart and let it play out. I have to be the one to wait for confirmation, to trust my execution plan, and to understand that it is just probability, and that it's not a personal attack if I get a trade wrong. I just cut the loss and move on with my day, learn something new. this mindset, the abundance mindset, I just posted a video about it, will set you free, especially with something like trading, where the outcome is not dependent on your effort, your energy, what you want to happen. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. What you should care about is controlling your risk. Sweet. Okay, so here's an interesting strategy. So a lot of people, just based on the market conditions, have been trading undercuts, meaning that a stock will break below the previous day low, then bounce off these moving averages, acting as support, and then once price bounces off these levels, you enter. And then you catch basically the bottom, because it's obviously hitting the moving averages as support. And then, so we can draw this out here. And then you want to reclaim this level, the low of the day. Sweet. So yeah, this is your entry level, but you want the price to basically break under and then bounce above it. Let's check the spreads. I need to check the spreads on NU too. Same week NU, 700 volume. That's, I mean, it's not amazing, but oh, this one has 2,000 volume. Yeah, you want your volume to be at least like definitely in the hundreds, but thousands of, like, you'd rather have it in as much as possible. But see, HYMC, I probably won't trade this one because the spreads are crazy. The contracts are kind of crazy, but they have like not that many contracts, so it's, the next one expires March 20th. So I guess I could throw like something out of the money, but it's just like not worth it. Like, still be interesting, but it's hard to trade options on a stock like this. All right. Next source. How long have we been filming for? It's been about 30 minutes. We'll give it like another 10 here. You know, I like going into the market with, if I could have 3 to 4 tickers with, you know, a plan based on them, that's good. Because if none of them trigger, it's like, all right, I guess, you know. But the next step is that I write my execution plan on my stock thesis. I won't be recording that because the video would be just extremely long. and I just kind of like the searching process. So it's kind of fun, and just a little bit of a commentary with some nice charts. These charts look sweet. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, just on X, just find a couple good um just find a good couple people to follow. You don't need to follow the whole world, you know what I mean? I would say yes on this stock, but we're below the 200 and its strong point of control. Let's check the spreads. Yeah, it's a little pricey for something I'm not fully convicted in. Probably duck out of there. Look at this, folks. Say, look at this. Look at this. No, I say, look at this. This one looks good too. Look. Should we see if the fib worked? Oh, whoops, it would have been this. Didn't even bounce to the fib. Not great spreads. I mean, not bad volume, but I would loop this up with a potential shares play again. This looks good. Yeah, it's time to rip. But yeah, shares play. And with shares, like, I would just set like 10%. Just stop out and move on. Bang. So yeah, shares more than likely here. Damn, six charts. charts here. Low-key sleeper pick here. See, this has good volume. Or better volume, at least. Better spreads. I mean, it's kind of, I guess. Not perfect, but better. Say, is anything ever going to be perfect? The answer is no, it's not. Still, like, it's just, like, kind of a fat spread, but I don't know. Really want to avoid big spreads. Like, it's just, but I'll put just put it down, man. Alright, I mean, we got a bunch of stocks, so I think that Hecla Mining is the best. Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah, I mean, this is more than enough stocks for tomorrow. Some of these are for the week. Yeah, I like Hecla the most here. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see the general trend of metals. Yeah, we'll see what happens. You can't predict the future, but you can prepare. So I think I'll be prepared to go into the market tomorrow and stick to risk management and focus on building my account long term. So I'll see you later. Let's go.